Do you find yourself struggling to keep up with your workouts and your diet? Like you have a plan that is laid out, you're telling you what to do exactly, but sometimes when life gets busy or when something pops up unexpectedly, you're just unsure on how to go about it, right? And sometimes you're just trapped in a dilemma in between. On one hand, you want to try to squeeze everything into your life and get things done, right? But over time, what you realize is that you get tired and burn out. On the other hand, you also feel that maybe it's time for me to put a pause on my fitness and I'll get back to it when everything is done, when things are less busy, right? But over time, you just find yourself stuck at where you are. So if you would like to know what to do when this happens, like to keep up with your fitness without the need to stop and start all over again, I'm going to walk you through it, okay? And if you are tuning into this episode, just drop a fire emoji in the comment so that I know you're here with me, all right? Now, the first thing is we got to evaluate our thought process, like the way we think, because whether we realize it or not, we all tend to have this all-in mindset when we make our decisions, right? Thinking that anything that is not done 100%, if I'm not all into this, there's just no point to do. And it's for good reasons, okay? Because we just want the best. We just want to do things with and get the best outcome. All right? Because if you put in 50% effort, you will think that you will get a 50% outcome, right? Makes sense? But when it comes to fitness, things just don't really work in that way, okay? And here's a better way to think about it, okay? So imagine you're driving a car, right? And your car is running low on fuel, and so happen you only have enough cash to fill a quarter tank. You wouldn't keep the tank low just because you can't fill a full tank, right? You will still fill the tank a quarter and continue to drive on. And when you have enough cash, or when you get to the next station, when you have enough cash, you will continue to top up your fuel, right? So this is the same thing, the same mindset you should apply when it comes to your fitness. So let's say if you cannot do an hour workout, instead of saying that I'm just going to skip the whole thing, you can always do like a 30 minutes workout, half a workout. Okay, like let's say if your workouts have 6 exercises, if you cannot do all 6, you can always do 3. Or when it comes to another example is when it comes to your diet, your meal prep. Let's say if you can't do meal prep every single day of the week, maybe what you can do is do 3 to 4 times a week. Okay, so the point here is you got to shift away from the all-in kind of mindset, right? The this or that kind of thinking, and start to think on a spectrum. Like there are options in between that we can choose from, and doing something is always better than doing nothing. And oftentimes, it's the actions that we take in between, no matter how small, is the one that counts and that will help us to make progress. Because for most of you, fitness is going to be like like this, unless you are super into it, right? Most of the time, we have to make our decisions in between, right? So we got to start to think on a spectrum, okay? And of course, over time, we continue to strive to get better. We think of new ways to learn and improve the way we live. And yeah, that's just how we grow as a person, right? And just get in the habit. So what I want to leave you with this: get in the habit of showing up every day, even though it's not your best. Like your progress is built on consistency, not perfection. All right. So learn to see fitness on a spectrum, and with this in mind, fitness can always be your health can always be fitness and health is always be part of your life. Okay, and it should be that way. Okay. So yeah, that's all from me, and let me know in the comments what's your number one takeaway from this, and if you found this useful, do share and tag a friend which will find this helpful as well. Okay, so yep, that's it for today, and once again, stay safe, stay healthy, and hope you have a blessed day ahead. Talk to you soon.